Hello everyone, welcome to this new year. Happy New Year to everyone, and let's start hopefully this new year, this 2021, with a good result. Well, let's first have a look then at who our opponents will be. They're going to be 90's. 90's sit here in the league. They have been scoring quite a decent amount of goals. They've been conceding 3 only, which means they've got a very good defense. And despite the fact that I'm not that worried about that 9, I am very worried about that 3 because, as you could see, we have lost, together with pins in the last season, we have lost a somewhat decent, well, somewhat remarkable, I would say, amount of firepower with our strikers. So what we'll have to do now is try and bypass this problem, trying to exploit this thing, because 9 goals do not seem to be too many. So the opponent's lineup appears like, well, Christmas tree, a little bit late, but goalkeeper, all right, very strong one, 4.5 stars, 37.6 routine, very good goalkeeper. Don't like this at all. Then this one guy, 4 stars, 13.7, but disqualified, so we don't have to count him in. Let's see if we can find his replacement. Well, basically the same, 4 stars, 9.8 routine, so somewhat low routine, but a good player. 18.4 with 4.5 stars, very good defender. This one with a somewhat low, well, I wouldn't say low, but not impressive routine. Same thing here, exactly the same. Then we have, well, here we have a good occasion to play login again. 7.5, sorry, login is one of our players actually, despite his funny name. He's a good one actually. So 7.5 routine, 3.5 stars, and then 4 stars, 6.2 routine with somewhat low stamina. So he does look like a very good player with very good tackling, very good marking skills, good positioning, somewhat low heading, but the rest is definitely interesting. But somewhat low routine, so this might call for a change of lineup. 6.5 routine with 4 stars, interesting, with high crossing, but the rest is not impressive. In particular, defending skills are not highly impressive. And then we have, oh right, 13.1, 4.5 stars, very good player this one, very good player indeed. And then we have 14.1 routine with 4.5 stars, this offensive midfielder of theirs. Well, I would see him better as a striker, to be honest, but yeah, very good player indeed, with somewhat low routine. Then same thing here, 18.1, 4.5 stars, with lower finishing skills than the previous one actually, and exactly same thing here. So 2 strikers, one is the copy of the other. Very high strength, but we shouldn't be worrying too much about that. So we'll have to play on the wings. That is clear. That is more than clear. And we'll play with 2 offensive wings. The problem will be being able to score here. I'm pretty sure it's going to be very hard. Well, first things first, let's set our favorite players in the favorite positions. replacing the ones that we shouldn't need. Well, let me have a look here. What we have to fight with, 4.5 stars, 4 stars, and both of them have somewhat low routine. This one guy has 4.5 stars and 31.1 routine. So both, well, Cancelli might be able to stand some chances against him, and Shorey should definitely stand decent chances to be able to counter him. So this one is the additional midfielder we might have to be scared of. 4.5 stars, somewhat low routine, but still 4.5 stars. So I would like to play Shorey in the midfield, countering that very dangerous midfielder. But then that 4.5 stars player would be facing Cancelli, who's not a perfect fit for him. Then Variopinto would be facing this one guy, or even Bricu. We might use Bricu. He's not very good at defending, and Bricu is good at attacking. So, well, let's have a look at defending skills. We might want to play short passing. No, we don't want to. Sorry guys, this video is going very long, but somewhat low defending skills, but he might not even play as an offensive midfielder. Well, let's try this. So, Variopinto countering that left midfielder. And then Cancelli acting as a defensive midfielder. Well, Shorey would be facing the other one. Now, we might go like this. And then Bricu over here. What does this mean? That Cancelli would be facing... Sorry. Would be facing this one with higher routine than his, nearly double, with lower skills though, and he's very good at a physical level, whilst Cancelli is somewhat weak in terms of pace and strength, and he's short as well. So I'll go scared this time. Let's do it like this. Let's play Variopinto. I would probably prefer Bricu, but and then let's go with Yossa on the left as a winger. Then log in. Alright, we have to replace somebody. Oh, Fabris. That's perfect. So Fabris, go here, and then who's going to replace him? Oh no, the winger. We have to replace the winger. It's going to be Edgar. Alright. It somehow went through, and then log in. Corner kicker, because not even there. Alright, so hopefully this lineup will suffice. We have Quiriconi next to Zanotti. And we have Veniero thanks to Mazzotta. This should be fine because Shorey has higher routine than Cancelli. So these two should somehow be able to compensate. Still, Quiriconi might play on the left, but he's stronger than... No, let's go like this. So, here we have our midfield. To be honest, I would like to play... Well, I think we should be playing Bricu. But if we don't play Variopinto, I mean, he would be missing a chance to to make up some routine, wouldn't he? And with Variopinto, we would add some more physical strength to the midfield. So I'd rather go for him. And worst case scenario, we'll have to repeat this match the next time with the same players but with higher routine, and this might give us some more chances to win. Then let's go like this. Then I think we should not go defensive because the opponent's routine 1, 2, and 3 is somewhat low, so we should be able to counter them despite their higher quality. And on top of that, we have 2 good defensive midfielders, so we should not be too worried about these 3 guys. We should be worried about this one instead. But that's the only downside we have, I'm afraid. Well, except for general quality, because the opponent's skills are higher than ours by a tiny bit. But this one, guys, the only one we really have to worry about. Hopefully, Shori will be able to manage to counter sometimes this one, sometimes this one, sometimes this one as well. And this should be working out pretty well, hopefully. My only concern is Variopinto. He's probably not ready for a match like that. I mean, Briku has higher routine. He's got probably somewhat higher skills, but he's got lower professionalism. Lower strength. Actually, technique is higher. Passing is very good. Marking, tackling, positioning. At the defensive level, Briku looks a tiny bit better. Positioning, what about that? Positioning is lower with Variopinto. No, let's go for Briku. Let's go for Briku. I'm really not sure this is going to be better than Variopinto, but hopefully Briku will be able to somewhat increase the overall routine of our midfield, putting us in the position where we have more overall routine than the opponents. And should we go slightly attacking or probably balanced? We don't want them to advance too much. We don't want them to come forward too much, because our goalkeeper and our defense are somewhat good right now and able to withstand this kind of teams and league, but I'm not sure. I'm definitely not sure if we can afford to go slightly attacking. Well, let's try that. And then wings. Slightly attacking plus wings. Sorry. Will hopefully give us more ball possession. And that's what we want against them. Especially on the wings where the opponents are somewhat weaker than somewhat weaker than us. Whilst in the midfield, we are lower on skills, so we should be going like this. This should allow us for a good match. What did they play like? And did they play attacking? No, they played defensive with short passing. We have good defending skills in my opinion. So yeah, slightly attacking might be a bit dangerous. This could be a bit dangerous, but then we'd have more ball possession. Hopefully, Passer will be able to exploit one or two balls inside the box. So yes, very difficult. I miss Pintin over here so much. I miss him. We would stand way more chances to win against these guys if we only had Pintin. But of course, as you saw at the end of the last season, at the end of the previous season, then we had to sell him and Zhao Jun, who would make a difference. Who would definitely make a difference today, but we couldn't afford to keep them. So, very last move we have to make, demoting Boccarossa. Hopefully we will be able to. Yes, demote him so that he'll be playing for the B team and increasing their skills, which is what we want for our B team. Let's go like this. Bocchetti is probably not the not a player we want to play too much at the moment. He will be in the future, but not just now. So even the B team is ready. And guys, hopefully this very long video will pay off and we'll all be able to see a success tonight against 90s. Thanks a lot again for watching. I wish you the happiest possible new year, guys. Hopefully there will be no more shit, no more pandemics, no more funny stuff compromising our lives entirely. Thank you again for watching, and I wish you a safe, sound, and hyper happy new year. Bye bye.